Okay, well,
We're good.
welcome to another session of 5 minutes of team science. And today I'm going to be talking about leveraging expertise. So to get us started, if you think about a team that you're leading, think about who knows what in your team, who knows who in your team, and outside of the team as well, social contacts, who's really good at particular things in your team that are relevant to what you're doing. So it's one thing for you to be able to answer these questions in the team, and maybe you can or can't, depending on how things are going. But the other thing is whether your team members can actually answer these questions as well. So if you interviewed or surveyed each member of your team separately, would they be able to, get a good handle on who knows what, who knows who's in the team that's really good at particular things? And unfortunately, many team members really can't answer those questions. Who knows what about the expertise in the team, who's good at what, abilities, skills, resources, social connections, and so forth. And this is really unfortunate because what we're really trying to have answer in the team is how can teams best harness individual expertise so that relevant information is shared how, when, and with whom it is most needed to build the shared understanding and effective collaboration. That's a big question in team dynamics, and so much of it is predicated on the expertise in the team. It's the reason you have a team in the first place, especially cross-disciplinary teams, where the whole reason for the team is it's engineered for diversity of expertise. And so leveraging that expertise is so critical. And it's really the hallmark of successful teams that can do this. And then other teams that don't, it's one of the key reasons why teams fail, is because, again, the potential for all of this knowledge and synergy is there, but if it's not leveraged in the team, it just falls through the cracks, which is such a shame. So how do we talk about this in the team literature? We call it a transactive memory system, which is the shared awareness of who knows what in the team. So you as a leader may have a good handle on that, but it's not enough for just you to know where the expertise lies in the team. Every member of the team needs to understand this, where to go for information. When you don't have a strong transactive memory system in the team, members are reinventing the wheel all the time. They're doing things that they don't know how to do. They're having to learn how to do when really another member in the team already knows how to do it. They could just access that team member for that information or for those contacts or for those skills. And, it's the work of the team that would go about so much more efficiently without members constantly having to redo things that other members already know how to do. So this is what we want to prevent. And it's really about using other team members as an external memory aid. I don't have to know everything that my teammate knows. I just have to know that they know it. And that's what we're talking about with the transactive memory system. How do you develop this shared awareness in the team of where the expertise lies so that each member is contributing uniquely and there's not unnecessary redundancy with someone having to redo something because somebody else already has that knowledge? So the big question is how to build this. It's a big question. I'm just going to give you a couple of ideas on how to do this. So first of all, really starting by asking team members, what are your strengths and what do you bring to this group that you think would be of value? And generating a list, of these various things in various categories, for certain expertise, content-based expertise, or connections that you have that would be helpful to us, abilities, methodological tools, technological tools, know-how that you have that would be of assistance. And then generating that list, posting it somewhere like on the internet, in Slack, in Teams, in somewhere public where members can have access to it and really go to it. It's not enough to just do this once every, once it needs to be updated because things change and members get new skills, and maybe they get outdated on certain skills, and so it should be updated often. And another thing is, it's not that in itself is good, but it's not enough, because what you really want, a strong transactive memory system, is deep knowledge of the expertise, which requires some repetition, especially in cross-functional interdisciplinary teams where you're dealing with people with very different backgrounds. Kind of understanding enough to know what they know takes some repetition. So I like to, in some of my meetings, feature one member, just one, in each meeting to discuss some area of expertise, a current project, a current methodology that they are engaged in. And what comes out of that is very interesting, because sometimes you end up talking about people that you know, and someone will say, oh my goodness, you know that person? I've been trying to get in touch with them, or that would be a very useful contact that for me to have. Can you introduce? And all sorts of things come out of that, even above and beyond just the expertise that they're featuring in that particular time. So I find that just a few minutes of somebody presenting on their expertise in a meeting, it doesn't take a lot of time, but it's a refresher, it's an update, it's a constant way to just keep members in the loop of there's expertise here that's really key and important. And if we leverage it, we're in so much of a better situation as a team. Thanks so much for your very kind attention.